It is pressing unboxing video time. My name's Jim. I'm with CGC Sports Illustrated. I've already opened up the box because there's a specific issue in here that has such a great story, and I didn't find out about it until after I'd opened up the box, that I had to do a video about it. So I've got 5 vintage issues here from one of my customers, Greg, and a spectacular, just great story that we'll get to in one of these issues. First, this week's tip and trick. When you are submitting issues for grading to CGC and you're on the CGC website going through the form, I get this question all the time. Jim, what number do I put in there for the dollar value of my issues? That is a required field in the CGC grading form. You have to give an estimate of what you think this piece will be worth after grading. I always recommend the same thing. You put the maximum value available for the tier you're submitting under. So for example, if you submit on either vintage or modern tier, the maximum value you can put is $400. I just put $400 on every single one. If you submit under the standard tier, I don't know if that's what they still call it. They used to call it that. I don't know if it's still called standard, but the standard tier, the maximum value is $1,000, and then the next tier is unlimited value, so there's obviously no unlimited value there. But always put the maximum dollar amount allowed by the tier that you are submitting to CGC. That is this week's tip and trick. Let's look at some issues, all vintage issues, and we start with just absolutely one of the best in the entire hobby, Roberto Clemente, first Sports Illustrated cover. July 3rd, 1967. There are a ton of athletes whose first covers just kind of stink. This ain't one of them. Beautiful action shot of Roberto Clemente swinging the bat. Got this kind of cool bars over there. I just think those are visually very cool. Some little data points going along the top horizontally. Great piece. This is label removed. Kind of see that shadow there. But great piece anyway. Like this one. Beautiful looking shot there. Willie Mays, Sport Magazine. This is Sport September 1971. So he was still on the Giants, and he's in Giants uniform right there. Sport Magazine, Willie Mays. This one is cool. I'm not sure who's on. So this is Inside Baseball. A couple of St. Louis Cardinals there. It's gotta be Stan Musial on one of them. Comes from January 1953. I'm terrible at recognizing the old guys just from their picture. I stink at it. So I assume somebody will tell me in the comments. Just be nice about it. Don't be one of Jim, you idiot. That's so and so. Just tell me who it is. I assume one Stan Musial. Don't know who the other is. Inside Baseball from 1953. This is a spectacular cover. Lou Alcindor, otherwise known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I believe he was still Lou Alcindor when this came out on April 24th, 1972, but I could be wrong about that. Los Angeles scrambles back. Great looking vintage cover there. And then the final one with the story. Okay, what's this, Jim? This is Airman Magazine. And so Greg, my customer, is in the military. This is Airman Magazine. It is the official publication of the United States Air Force. Came out in 1957, and this issue is from July 1969. That gentleman on the cover is a buddy of my customer, Greg. And so he was able to source this magazine all the way from July 1969, where his friend was on the cover of the magazine, and he bought one, and he sent it to me to get it cleaned and pressed and graded, and he's going to give it to him as a Christmas gift. I just thought this is everything that is awesome and right about this hobby. For starters, great looking picture. Big, hairy, American, badass winning machine here. His name is Alan Ray Hill Jr. He grew up in Oklahoma. He's 80 years old, was drafted in 1962, served in the United States Air Force into the 80s. When he retired, he was a crew chief. He was responsible for aircraft maintenance and made it on the cover of Airman magazine from July 1969. So this is going to be an awesome Christmas gift for this guy. I'm sure he's going to be blown away once he sees this slabbed and graded from CGC. This is the one we're going to take a look at. Let's go clean it, press it, and show you the before and after results. I just love everything about the story of this issue. Look at how awesome this is. Let's take a look for some flaws. Got a bit of a bend right there, finger bends, a light one there, a few little spine issues, just little baby spine ticks that we'll be able to improve. That one breaks color, but be able to flatten that one out. Bit of a corner crunch down there. Got some waviness where you can see there, little finger bend, more creasing. Got some creasing on the corner there. That looks like some scuffing or maybe even some mold. Finger bend right there. Lots of finger bends all up in there. A little bit of a blue stain. Not sure what I can do about that. You've also got the beginning of some foxing or oxidation up here. Pressing's not going to fix that. Lots of dirt and staining and oxidation on the back. Not sure how much of that, if any, is going to come out. That corner's a little wonky. Finger bend right there. Some minor flaws all up in here. There's a good finger bend. Some more staining or dirt. Woo, got my work cut out for me on this one. Just, that's foxing and oxidation. That's not, that's dirt. But those dots right there are. It's not going to come out. Corner looks good there. Then just a little spine curl and some other little spine ticks there. Some debris I should be able to get out. A little bit of a bend there. And then just a little bunch of little bends in the middle section. Proud to work on this one for this American badass here, Arlen Hill Jr. Can't wait to get started on it. Most of the work I did on this one was in cleaning rather than pressing. Let's get started and take a look. Had a few bends up there that got fixed. You'll still see this bend here came out, but it altered the gloss on the cover. So that's why it looks a little bit different, but that is completely flat. But once that gloss has been damaged, you're not coming back from that, but looks a lot better. All these little guys, spine ticks along the spine, came out very nicely. Corner crunch looks better. Had a lot of little bends. Remember all those bends up in here? Those are all gone. Corner crunch right there fixed. We had a lot of finger bends all up in here. And then remember that blue stain? Yeah, no more. Got that blue stain out. Let's take a look at the back. Most of this was cleaning, and it was only partially successful. You can see all those yellow parts there. That is, it's oxidation, so that's not coming off with dry cleaning. Got all those little finger bends along the side fixed. That corner looks much better. Again, that's all oxidation. Not going to get that up. All these little oxidation spots there. I did get most of the dirt. There was a ton of dirt up in here. All of that came out. The dirt down here came out. What didn't come out, obviously, is that oxidation. Spine ticks along the spine. Popped out nicely, looked much, much better. And then we had a lot of little finger bends and creases in the middle here in that ink part section there. And those all came out. Just such a great story with this piece. Cannot wait to get this sent to CGC for grading. I come from a proud military family. My dad did 21 years in the Navy before retiring. My brother-in-law retired from the Army. Got a number of close family members that are actively working at various government agencies protecting this country every day. So Arlen Ray Hill Jr., thank you for your service. We all appreciate it, and I wish I could be there on Christmas when you get to open this up. What a great, great story. Thank you very much for watching. If you're interested in my comic and magazine cleaning and pressing service, you drop a comment here on YouTube, or you find me on social media, Twitter, eBay, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. I'm on every platform. Same username is here, CGC Sports Illustrated. Really appreciate you watching. Thank you.